if they turn up. If you want something you never had, you have to do something you've never done. Ask yourself if what you're doing today is getting you closer to where you want to be tomorrow. If you think you can, you will. If you think you can't, you won't. It's just that simple. Kia ora, my name is Joseph Stevens, TBC Doctor. My moderator is Sandy. I used to have Tio Kotai as well as my moderator, but I got booted off my other channel. Welcome to my broadcast today. Serene, Kenville, Tio Kotai, and Gilbert. Thanks for turning up. Kia ora. Makatili nei. I was going to just start off, and I started seeing everybody come in. I was just going to start off reading the broadcast, but not broadcast, reading the blog there. But all there is in the blog is videos. And I know people can watch those at their own leisure. So I'll just get stuck into what I'm going to be talking about today. I was going to talk about thinking outside the square today. I said I was. But just maybe there might be a little bit in this that has you thinking outside the square. So let's see. So during my job as a supervisor and IT admin, teaching Microsoft Publisher, Word, Excel, database, and disassembling and reassembling computers, and virtually everything to do with computers. Anyway, an opportunity arose for 3 people to teach Microsoft in one of our New Zealand prisons, which was Rumataka here in Wellington. But we had to pass a few stringent things like normal background police checks and security checks, etc., etc. But there was also another requirement that we had to do. When we applied for this position, we needed to pass an interview sort of, but you had to talk in front of prisoners on a specific subject. that specific subject was to pick any word out of the English language and talk about it for 20 minutes, and to capture your audience, which are the prisoners, in a mock-up sort of audience presentation. And they were allowed to throw things around, be disruptive, chuck paper in. Oh, they didn't have any glasses. You don't have that in prisons. Well, you're not supposed to. But yeah, chuck paper around, yeah, whatever. Just to try and disrupt you and get you out of your rhythm. So, would anyone here want to hazard a guess as to what was the word I spoke about or used? I asked the same question in different ways, and I said it like, "Kia ora, Romeo, welcome." And I said it like this: what is the word that is always on your mind? Anyone want to guess what that word is? Just type it in the chat if you think you know.
Matua, you've got a great ministry here with the inmates introduced in to TBC. No, I'm not doing
I'm not in the prison. This was years ago when I went for this interview, but yeah, I'm not at the prison.
Gilbert Turin said freedom. Turin says TBC.
No, this was well before TBC. What is the word that is always on your mind?
No, not bad, but wrong.
No.
I'm going to say they give up, guys, because you'll never guess it. You'll laugh when you find out what it is.
No, fellas, all stop. Okay. I said it to you twice. I said, what is the word? What was the word? WHAT. What?
I told you.
Yes, Romeo. Hello, Mahelko. Welcome to my broadcast. Yes, what was the word I spoke about? I used what in almost everything I said, from showing them how to, where they used it in the sentence. Every time they were thinking about something, they'll go, "What's on? What was that?" Or they kept banging their heads, and they couldn't understand what I was going on about, and I was talking away, and they just had to. They came closer. They stopped throwing paper. They put down everything they were doing. Eventually, they just started to listen. They just wanted to listen. And as I started showing them what what they use what for. Yeah. What hands could do. But what being a teacher is like. What tutoring and learning meant to me. And I showed them different things, but not playing with a light bulb. That's a different wattage. What can be used in many sentences? What about me? What was that? See, I told you. Try taking what out of a sentence or out of a question and see what you come up with. Like, are the colors of the rainbow? Was the meaning of that? Was the name of that country? Was his name again? Are you listening to? Now put what in front of those? What are the colors of the rainbow? What was the meaning of that? What was the name of that country? See? What are you listening to? What was the name of that book? Piece of cake, eh?
During the sun, tell me the colours of the rainbow.
No, you're colorblind.
Kimball movie. Repeat.
This is I like this because this is funny. Oh, because you were away. Oh, where do you want me to start? Exactly, Romeo. What are you talking about? And what I'm talking about is the word what and what I used when I went for an interview to get a job. And all I had to do was use one word. And it took me ages to think of it. I had no notes or anything when I went for this interview. You weren't allowed notes, but you were allowed to take one word in there with you on a piece of paper, and you had to write it down, and you had to hold it. And you had to show the teacher, or that teacher, you had to show the interviewers and the people in the class what word you had in your hand. See? What word again?
Romeo said, "What's Romeo?" Oh, Gilberton said, "What's Romeo's reward for guessing the word?" Did you get the
I'm getting there. I'm getting there, Gilbert. So I talked about this word, and I had them, well, in the palm of my hand, sort of thing. I hadn't been teaching at where I was teaching, which was Carriage Computers, for very long. I'd actually come straight out of doing a computer course, and ended up getting a job working for Carriage Computers while I was doing my computer course. And I went from being just a worker to a supervisor all in 1 week. And when this opportunity arose, I jumped on it because I wanted to keep teaching. And what a difference it made to me and how I taught people with computers And I started learning again myself. I knew I could strip a computer down to its bare bones and rebuild them. Because I'd done that with photocopiers. I could rebuild those. So I could do that with computers. That was easy. Teaching was a different sort of killer fish. And what was I going to say? What is the difference? It was the difference in the working environment. The working environment was a lot happier because we had students that were willing to listen, and the youngest was 16 and the oldest was 68. We had in Wellington, we had over 800 enrolled, and through the whole country, we had around 10,000 students learning computers. And this was back in 98 up to 2003 when I left to go to Aussie. And this is why we had an awesome environment. And teaching was fun. It was fun going to work every day. It was fun working there every day. It was just fun. And what I enjoyed about teaching was everything. It was everything that I could think of. And that's how I showed the lesson. Well, that's what I did at the interview. I used the word what in as many things that I could think of. What do you catch a mouse with? What do you cook tea in? What do you drink out of? What can be used to trick? What can be used to trick you into thinking I was actually making you listen to a subject that is insignificant to a specific subject? What was that? What a 4-letter word can do to change your life. Makes you think. What do you have in your hand? TBC. What more will it take to get people to broadcast? Probably being funny, like having fun at broadcasting, enjoying it. I do. What's this number 33? Number 33 for me. I don't mind going up slowly. I'm not in the race. It's what I am. The meaning of the rainbow means that God won't destroy the earth with water again. We'll just sprinkle it. How can you be? What was I saying? No. What more will it take to get people to broadcast? What more do we need to show people that TBC is the solution of our problem? How can it be? Well, you're listening. You're listening to me telling you about the word what? What if all the trees were brown? What if enjoying the company of everybody in TBC was now? What if identifying identifying problems were easy? What if our coin was currency now? It can be. What if uniqueness, the quality of being the only one of its kind, TBC, was the global currency tomorrow? What a wonderful world this would be. Did you A, or E, enjoy, I, identifying, O, our, U, uniqueness, AEIOU? And what I just said back there. What if all? What if enjoying? What if identifying? What if our? What if uniqueness? AEIOU. In the use of one single word. My other favorite word is please. A small word, but said means a lot. No, that's English.
A-E-I-O-U.
R-E-E-O-U. I said A-E-I-O-U.
Oh, well, it's still near enough, Marty.
Or R-E-E-O-U.
Oh, so took the thing.
In the use of one single word, my other favorite word is please. A small word, but said means a lot. What did you just listen to? What just happened? Well, I showed them a few different ways on how to use the word what. And the highlight at the end of the interview was watching their faces and how silent everyone was when I finished. To me, I had just pulled off one of the biggest interviews ever, that with both of my audiences and interviewers just lost for words. They were just like, what just happened? Then they clapped in an interview. I'd never seen that. I just stunned myself as well. Then they asked me, what word I had written on my piece of paper. You guys got any ideas? I got the piece of paper in my hand. I've already given you a hint. Exactly. The power is often just simple. Just something simple, something easy. Can you ever guess at what word I had written down on that piece of paper when I... Not this time. No, Romeo, it wasn't. But I gave you a hint. I did say it. It's one of my favorite words.
Matua joke is very unique. He just sneaked up on us with that one. Oh, Bitcoin Scott's just joined too.
Kia ora, Scott. Welcome. Yes, that's the word I had in my hand. They asked me why I had please in my hand, and I said to them, I wrote the word because please meant a lot to me, and doing that interview meant a lot to my family. And I said before I went into the interview, I wrote this word down quickly. Then I asked the Lord for guidance. And I said that I will carry this word into my interview with me and hold it in my hand.
Please find me. Oh, Andrina's just come on.
Hello, Andrea. It's not Andrina, it's Anderia.
Oh, oops. Oh, my goodness.
Hello, Anderia. And so that's what I did. I held this word in my hand right through the whole interview. So most of the time I've been to interviews, I've had a word in my hand, and it's been this one. And I did say that word means a lot to me, especially when someone demands something of me and doesn't say it. They'll never get anything out of me. But say this word, heck yeah. Can have everything. Oh, and by the way, Gilbert, yes, I did get the job. But due to government pulling out on the funding of it, it never happened. The job didn't go through. Please and thank you. Both are always one of the best words to have. But please is my favourite. Sad but true story. It happened. And the moral of the story is what you make of what you have and how you utilize it. I had one tiny little word. I utilized it. Am I here for TBC? Heck no. I'm here with TBC. And the same thing, my family and extended family, which includes those that are TBCians, you guys, and all those that are struggling, the poor and the homeless. That's who I'm here for. With TBC all the way, not for TBC. And before I finish, up, I just want to acknowledge TBC, the Billion Coin admin, and their support workers that are working tirelessly behind the scenes to keep our server going, to keep us flowing, and taking care of all the problems that have arisen over the last few months. And I bet a lot of them are getting ironed out a lot quicker now than what they used to.
Oh, Gilbert, please keep chatting. What's the glass?
I would love to keep on going, but we only got a short time. come up with one word. See if all of you can come up with one word tomorrow and just, or whenever you're doing an interview, come up with one word and just use that one word. Find your best word and just use that and see what happens. It'll be funny. It'll be fun. And we'll all enjoy it.
King Karen said my favourite words are the 5 W's.
Where was it?
Oh, right up the top, I can see.
Your favourite words were the 5 W's, Kenville.
And Gilbert Bones. No problem, but I could be away.
Anyway, I'll just keep going. I also wanted to say thank you to the TBC Commissioner for doing the same thing, supporting, and what awesome supporters we have out there. Oh, Mary Ann. Sorry, I can't start at the beginning, but you'll have to watch back and you'll have fun watching it too, Mary Ann. Thank you for turning up to my broadcast, Mary Ann. Just say hello. I just want to say thank you to all the supporters from Diane Gordon, Mahalko, Erica, Christina, Corinna Murphy, Gilbert Shearer, Kiriyama, Marjorie Harder, who supports her husband, John, my darling over there, Sandy, for her support, and Bix Piero, Sky Ferreira, Michelle Stein, and I know there are many, many more out there. I know there's a ton out there that come on and support, and yeah, they're the others. And our broadcasters from Randy, Carrie, Mary Ann, yeah, James, Bitcoin Scott, Dan Lutz, Pratam Kumar, Doc Dan, Mbe, Michael Elu, see how many I can name, eh? Stephen Cuffey, Lawrence Malilecki, John Harder, David Jones, Paul Fisher, Sharon Weller, Jules Ann, Chantel, aka Mum's Magnet, Lucy Brown, Tio Kotai, and this person that I've only seen me on there, go and watch him, and that's John Lee. Get behind his broadcast. He has a lot of interesting stuff to say. And he's pretty good. TBC Prayer Warrior. That Serena. Jonathan Richards, TBC Ending. Nicole, aka Dream Homes Investment, who speaks in 3 languages, which is awesome. And our new force is with you, Romeo. Serene straight out of New Zealand. The Bishop, Dan Ewa, Song Sinner, James Bakari, Musa Baraji, Roy Watagwan, and Kenville, Luca Pam, and not to forget Andaria. Just there's a ton of us out there broadcasting. I think there's another one, Pedro. Yep. Tofik, Adin, Yi Yen La. Jared Windsor, Eddie Mickey, Richard. Oh yeah, I've got all of them. I've got them all sussed. Yep, Bitcoin Scott was the first one. Well, one of the first ones. And Mizanara Man, We Too, or Me Too, yeah, or My Too, yeah. TBC Revolution, Darren Hayward, Victoria Flores, TBC, and Mofo is a new person that I watched this morning.
Oh, thank you, Gilbert.
Mofo is a new one that I watched this morning. He's pretty good. He's right out there. Another newbie, he is another newbie that broadcasts in 2 languages. And TBC Cornella, I think that's about 46 or 48 of them so far that I've named. And we still need another 999,950 to go. Then we'll have our million broadcasters. So not many, eh? But I would just like to thank you all for being on my broadcast today. And yeah, all good things got to come to an end. Sorry. But that was my subject today, and I hope you enjoyed it thoroughly. And so, on behalf of my wife and I am Joe Stevens and my wife Sandy. We are both trusted sellers of the TBC, the Billion Coin, GAP. God always provides. We live in Wellington, New Zealand, and right now the time is 3:42 p.m. on the 22nd, so it's Friday here. And it's Friday the 22nd of June. So on behalf of my wife and I, and we've got to go out now, so GAP, God always provides. Kia ora. Thanks for turning up. Thanks for being here. If you need information or you need any help, everything's down here. Just hit the show me button. And TTFN, ta-ta for now. We'll see you tomorrow, same time. 31.
No, 34. Oh. What's 31?
31. Channel 31. Oh, yeah. Ka kite anō. Bye. Thank you all. Have an awesome day and night and evening. Come on. Ka kite anō.